Yes. Wait. Yes.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience as I had to redo some alerts real quick while the ad break was running. Hi. Welcome.
Wait a second. Where's Rooney?
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I was trying to tell you.
Yes, so you may have noticed that we are down 2 people today instead of being down 1. Our dear, lovely Rooney Breen, played by Hermes Rossi, is not feeling well, so they're sitting out this session. So Rooney will be curled up in the corner taking a nap or being carried by Puff for the session. But yeah, we were also missing our dear Kaya, played by Hikaru Kami. And why are we missing Kaya?
Drama.
Because
Drama.
she died.
Her rent was paid. What at what cost?
Rent was paid. And we blame Shu for this.
No, I atoned. I did my atonement.
Yes,
you can't blame me anymore.
I know.
Did you?
I know. So yeah, it'll be a very interesting little session, I think. Yeah. So where last we left off, the party, our dear Crashouts, had gone to Vlisk and encountered many an adventurer at Vlisk, despite what the mayor had insisted had occurred of that they hadn't seen anybody for a very long time, and they had all been sent by the mayor. Very suspicious indeed. And then several portals opened up, and well, we lost poor Kaya in the process. The party has retreated back to Lear's former abode to find that the creature that Lear owed rent to has been killed by something, not quite sure what. And our dear Rooney has kind of just found a quiet corner to settle in and sleep. And we have the rest of the Crashouts. Irie, who is stabbing the creature, the dead creature, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Are you still doing that?
I mean, how much time has passed?
I don't know. I'm gonna say it's been a few hours. You guys have had the opportunity to address some of your wounds and kind of settle into the bigger building to kind of camp out for the night.
What time of day is it? Is it like morning, night?
It's getting close to night, so dusk heading into nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Um,
Irie, what are you doing for
question. Does Lear have any old alcohol somewhere on the premise?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then Irie is getting really drunk and yelling "fuck you" at any round object.
Excellent. Okay.
You know what? I could drink to this.
Drinking all of my moonshine.
Oh.
I Okay, Lear is watching all this happen. Has cried out all the tears long ago, and
Mm-hmm.
just watching them, and then looking at Aegis in the corner of her eye, just going, wanting to ask, but not wanting to ask.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yuri, what are you up to?
First, give me 1 second.
Ah, there it
There it
is.
is.
There it is. One contribution to traditions. Yuri most likely is pulling some sort of watch, just around. He's probably like hanging up by the now broken door.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we did anything to see if we could maybe just slot the door back where it is, even if it's not going to be on any sort of hinge. But if it isn't, he's probably just hanging out close to the door,
Okay.
keeping a watchful eye on Lear, Aegis, and Irie.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
would like to clarify for chat, it is indeed straight up moonshine. It's just moonshine.
It's moonshine.
guys.
That shit'll
Yeah.
like strip the paint off of anything and will stay good forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Yuri, you're... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If Irie is still like running around yelling at everything, and Aegis is just kind of sitting in the corner, I'm just gonna go over to Irie and be like, Irie, you need to lay down. You need to rest.
He's gonna lay down on the ground right where you told her that.
Are you
Just
sleeping
drops.
or are you just hello?
She's just crying.
Oh. Yeah, fair enough.
Lear just crouches down and like both hands in front of her. She has no idea what she's gonna. She's like, this is all of the brain power has been burnt off through tears in the last however many hours. So Lear's gonna just morph into a fox, but I would like to point out that the ornamental horns on Lear's head is still showing in the fox. Can the fox be green when I
Yeah, go ahead
Can I
and
do
give
it?
me a roll to see whether or not you actually do it.
manage to do it?
Yeah,
to do it.
this is the
Okay.
especially since this is the first time you have actually tried to wild shape.
Wild shape, yeah. Oh, where did it go? And oh gosh, what do I add to that? I forget.
Well, you're not in combat, so it would be spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Mhm.
That's Arcana, right?
Yep.
So that's gonna be a 23.
Yep, you succeed. And you morph into a green fox, and your ornamental horns are like kind of hanging on for dear life, and they just kind of slide off your head and get stuck on your butt.
Oh no! I just start yipping at Irie for help. Mike can't even pick me up.
I'm gonna grab Lear, hold her, and move the little horns.
I just sit there and just let myself get handled, however, and just go limp and wait.
Plushy treatment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Plushy treatment. Okay. Yuri is keeping watch. Aegis, what are you up to? Are you just kind of sitting in the corner?
We're outside, right?
Well, you're in the big. So remember, Lear's compound is kind of like a bunch of little wooden structures. You are
Well, yeah, but, like-
inside of the big one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, what's Kabi doing?
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the little guy?
Kabi is unsure of what's going on, and he's just kind of like poking around some of Lear's stuff that looks not like it's going to kill him.
Looking for stuff to sell. I did say he could find stuff to sell.
Yeah, he's
here.
looking for things to add to his wares.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess Aegis is just gonna like sit up against the nearest wall, like back to the wall, just like watching Kabi, not like out of distrust, but like watching over a new child.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Kabi is kind of rooting through things. Eventually, though, he stops collecting wares and like just kind of comes over to Aegis and curls up into a little ball and goes to sleep.
My heart.
What was that
Campbell.
noise? I think he's having feelings.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. So as the night goes on, eventually all of you, perhaps with the exception of Yuri, kind of start to nod off at varying times. Thank you for the care package, Wally. Welcome in. So you start nodding off at various times. Lear, it's relatively easy for you to pass out considering how tired you are from crying, but also Irie is absolutely like cuddling the hell out of you in fox form. Yuri as not Yuri, Irie, you find yourself somewhere between drunken stupor and asleep, as you can still hear the things that are kind of going on outside. You're pretty sure you can still hear Yuri moving around, shifting his rifle a little bit as he's keeping watch. You hear Aegis snoring. You hear the tiny fox snores of one Lear. But you also hear something else. And it starts off very quiet. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, but it's consistent, like a low growing sound of laughter. Just a low.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can see anything.
Okay. You look around and you feel lighter physically. You could still hear your companions around you, but you don't feel Lear in your arms anymore. You don't feel your body anymore. And you're standing in the middle of the room as it gets darker and darker. And you look over and you realize you can see yourself on the ground, holding Lear in your arms, eyes closed.
Huh. I'm gonna walk outside.
Okay. You walk outside and the swamp is quiet. It's still. Even for it being the section that had been kind of protected by whatever's going on by the bubble that Lear had apparently cast over 60 years ago. And you walk right past Yuri, who doesn't see or acknowledge you at all. as he's looking out at the rest of the swamp.
I'm gonna like wave my hand in front of his face.
No reaction. No sign that he even sees you.
I'm gonna boop him on the nose.
And your
And I'm gonna
hand
keep
just
looking around.
passes right through his face.
Oh God. Huh.
All right. So as Irie
Well-
is kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna see if I can find a wheel that I can start talking to.
Okay.
Cause that's where I'm thinking this is going.
Okay. All right. So you start looking around. Are you looking for like wagon wheels, or are you looking for a particular wheel?
I think at this point I'll take whatever.
Okay. You start looking around, and as you do, you realize that that feeling of being drunk has kind of left you as you continue to be in this state, and you're more and more of your awareness is kind of coming back, and you feel something watching you. And as you turn, you see the golden wheel that you saw the first time you entered a state similar to this one emerge from the swamp water and hover in the air as it starts to spin slowly.
What do you want, you bitch?
The wheel keeps spinning.
Nothing? Just you gonna keep showing up for what? You can't help me. You aren't doing anything. You're just here.
And it spins. Nothing's happening.
I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna go see if I can get back in my body.
As you start to move, you find that you are frozen in place. And suddenly, the entire area that you're standing in is no longer swamp. It is pitch black, and that wheel still spinning very slowly. And you feel a hand move some of your hair away from your face. Just a gentle brush of a cold hand.
I think Irie is spooked.
Okay.
I think she's genuinely just really scared. And I don't think she's gonna know what to do. I think she's just looking around. She's like searching for something.
Okay. She still can't see anything, just the wheel and the light coming off of the wheel. But she does hear a voice, that same voice that was laughing earlier. No more tough words. No
So
more
you are here.
curses, little one.
So you are here and you know this and you're not doing anything?
I've done plenty.
You've done what? Show up, spin a little?
So feisty. Always so feisty, aren't you, Irie?
What do you want?
Hmm. Not many brains in this one, I suppose.
Oh, there's some fucking words.
You almost feel like someone's walking around you, like in a circle, as if they're examining you. You feel this like little brush of like the breeze of somebody walking past you in like robes or something. But you still can't see anything.
So, when I got out of my body, am I like, do I have things on me? Or like, what?
So at the moment you find yourself unable to move at all.
Okay.
But it is almost as if just like a mirror image of you is outside
Okay.
of your body right now.
Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna. Can I move? I obviously can talk.
You could talk.
Can I try to spit on it? Whatever's walking around me.
You can.
I'm gonna try to spit on it.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
What do I roll?
Just give me a d6.
To be in a dream where we can't help intervene. That's it. It's purely on now.
No. Who
I'm
needs
living
help
for the
needs
chat
energy?
though.
Yeah, the chat is killing me. I keep looking at it and being like, no, keep it together.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
A 6. So you miss. And you feel all of a sudden this icy hand grip your throat. And you can't breathe as the nails kind of dig into your skin. Insolent little brat. Have you no manners? And you feel the ghost of a breath against your cheek as they lean in to your ear and whisper, "This is why they leave. This is why they always leave."
Oh my god. And I'm just being choked.
Yeah, it lessens a little bit after they speak, just enough for you to
Okay.
have enough air to be able to like talk back should you wish to, but it is a very clear warning.
Okay. So again, what do you want?
You'll see. In time, perhaps you'll understand. But I'll continue to enjoy myself regardless.
I still can't move, right?
Can't move.
So you have me here. You show up. You talk to me. Properly first time, I would say. You're not going to tell me anything. And we're just going to stand here.
Well, you did curse me out a few times, did you not? Dare me to show myself to you again? Here I am.
Well, I feel like it was deserved in the moment.
Perhaps. And you feel the presence kind of lean in again, and they very gently, with their other hand, their free hand, the one that's not currently relatively choking the life out of you, move and gently tuck a strand of your hair behind your ear, and they lean in. Keep running, little fortune teller. Maybe you'll find the answer. And suddenly you're back in your body, and you can feel Lear in your arms. You can hear everything around you again. And the presence is gone. The rest of the night continues pretty uneventfully. Most of you manage to sleep through the night. Yuri, you have the opportunity to go rooting through Lear's stuff, should you wish to.
As tempting as that would be, probably not.
Okay. Are you just going to stay keeping watch all night?
Pretty much. We'll
Okay.
probably take the opportunity to obviously do maintenance before going to get some sleep, because you can't be up forever.
Okay, sounds good. All right, in the morning, all of you hear the rather obnoxious screaming of a crane just kind of like chilling in the swamp water. And
Morning air.
yeah, the morning swamp air is kind of permeating.
Yeah, but I actually do hear cranes usually. Peaceful.
Puff wakes up and lets out a bellow and just kind of like waddles out to go for a morning swim. Yeah, it's morning time.
I get whenever Puff bellows, I like startle awake and start like wiggling and like kind of moving all the way around, completely forgetting that I wild shaped the night prior.
The magic has worn off and you are back to normal.
I'm back to normal. Is
Mhm.
Irie still like
Yes.
completely like oh no.
Mhm.
I'm next. Anyways.
Oh.
I still like wiggle and like thrash around and completely forgetting where I am, and before I accidentally hit Irie upside his head, I realize and I'm like, oh. And then I just reach out and start poking Irie in the face. Irie. Irie. Let go of me. I have to pee.
I like loosen my grip a little bit, but you gotta like crawl out of my arms.
Like completely like wiggle and like one arm, have to wiggle one arm free. One arm is still pinned in, and I'm just kind of like scooching out slowly by bit out from underneath until I finally get free.
Okay.
I guess I go outside. It's is Yuri still awake?
That's up to you.
Honestly, he probably would have been up a little before everybody else.
I feel like especially with the puff bellow, which are quite loud. If you've never heard an alligator bellow before, they're very loud.
Yeah.
So
they chirp sometimes too.
They do. Thank you for the care package, Emo.
But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, like, go outside to go do the business in the old ass outhouse that surely still works. But I'm gonna do like a perception. Can I do a perception check while I'm outside
Absolutely.
real quick?
Absolutely, you may.
Math.
Math.
It's a 20.
A
Not a natural
20.
one.
Okay. So you walk outside and everything seems like, honestly, it feels like you're back in your time where you used to live here. You know, you hear the usual swamp sounds. Puff is just doing laps in the swamp water. That one crane that always used to piss you off, you know it's one of its great descendants at this point, but it almost exact same position, almost exact same plumage, screeching to the high heavens like it used to do, its ancestor used to do. The only difference is the outhouse definitely has a lot more cobwebs going on in it.
Ooh. Once I get done in it, if it's the crane still screeching by the time I get back out,
Yes.
I'm gonna take a rock and I'm gonna fling it as hard as I can towards the crane.
All right, give me a strength check.
Why do I put the thing down all the way over here where I have to pick it up every time? Have I not learned? Natural 20.
All right, you absolutely nail that crane right in the mouth when it has opened its mouth to screech, and it swallows the rock
Oh.
and falls into the water.
Oh.
Oh.
I finally did it. I missed every morning. Every morning I missed it. 40 fucking years later, I finally killed its great-great-grandson. Alright, I can be happy about something now. I'm gonna go back inside.
Yuri, you have witnessed this, just so you know.
I guess as Lear just strides by me, just there's gonna be a quick quip of nice throw, but was it really necessary? I get
Lear
it's annoying.
stops dead in their tracks. Looks, doesn't even like lift their head to look up at Yuri, but is looking up through eyelashes and everything with as much anger that is now we're now entering the angry phase, and much anger and spite as possible thrown into the gaze. And it's like, you did not have to listen to that thing every morning for I don't even want to say how many years. It was deserved. That was generational wealth it received from its parents. It's fine. And just goes back inside.
Generational wealth. Damn, okay.
This is what we call generational hatred.
Generation...
We just ended a bloodline.
Yeah.
Generational beef, bro, I'm telling you.
Okay. Aegis and Irie, are you two waking up at all, or no? It's Kaya from the dead.
Why you gotta say that, man?
Because I saw Hika and Kami just subscribed.
It's almost like I can still hear her.
They can still hear her voice.
It's that fucking bit from Brother Bear. I can
It's quit telling
still
people
hear
I'm
my
dead.
Edgar.
God, everyone, I'm dead.
But yes, Irie and Aegis, have you either of you woken up, or are you gonna try and continue sleeping through the ruckus?
I'll get up and just try to like get ready for the day as one does. Except I'm also just scanning every possible area for a wheel and or the spooky bitch in the shadows.
Okay.
Lear notices like how jumpy Irie is and just like gently like reaches out and touches Irie's wrist like, are you good?
Lear, as you do that, you notice that Irie has something on her neck.
What? Are those? Hey, I know I didn't do that. Who did that? Lear's 100% mistaking them for hickeys.
I quite.
I know we didn't get that close last night. I was in Foxmore. Where did those come from?
I'm gonna just look Lear dead in the eyes. The wheel? And then I'm just gonna keep going about my day.
Aegis, are you awake? Have you waken up at this point? Are you paying attention?
Irie is
Yeah,
dazed.
I'd say Aegis is definitely awake and like on his way out of the building currently.
Lear tries to catch Aegis's gaze and just like tries to maintain eye contact and just go, how do you make out with a wheel?
Aegis is just gonna give like a weak shrug and walk outside.
Lear stands in the middle of the room, just okay, and just goes back and follows Irie. Like, I give up. Also, please
Really
tell me
carefully.
Puff immediately tried to grab that crane as soon as it hit the water.
Oh, I'm sure Puff is he's chowing down right now.
Bird, shut up. No. No.
Really
Stop.
carefully.
I wanted to yell. I wanted to yell at him, but I didn't want to break the fourth wall.
No.
Come on,
No.
you're-
That's fourth wall
Ugh.
breaking deserved.
Bird.
Control this man.
Highest officer, them right there.
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
Mhm, mhm.
Yuri, you do hear this entire conversation, by the way.
If anyone like passes Yuri as, or if anyone could see his face as that conversation went on, just the briefest look of confusion, like the squinting of the eyes a little bit,
That'd be
quick,
Aegis.
like a light like
One-
tilt of the head, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
You almost
100%
visually see the
Lear
question.
sees this. Lear sees this, and immediately all malice is gone from earlier. Goes right back to Yuri and is like, "Did you hear that?"
I have ears, so yes.
The context will not make it better. I'm just as confused as you are. Lear just needs somebody to be confused with at this point.
Yuri, are you going to attempt to figure out, because you haven't seen Irie at this point.
You know what? It's enough of a passing like curiosity. He'll quickly like take a look, see if he can see it.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
Ooh. Math. Uh, 19.
Okay. You can tell that Irie has four very distinct like fingerprints on one side of her neck that lead to almost puncture wounds. And then on the other side is presumably the thumbprint. So you can tell they're not hickeys. And somebody choked out Irie.
God, it's just like before. We can't say anything about it now. I oh, deep breaths. Annoyance from beyond the grave.
Lear, I'm going to need you to backtrack just a little bit. I don't think those are what you think they are.
Lear looks again. Like, really looks this time. It kind of rubs her eyes a little bit and squints. Oh, fucking hell, you're right. She still said a wheel did it. How does a wheel do that?
This is only leading to more questions.
It
I
is!
have no idea how to answer any of them. It couldn't
You know
have
what?
been while I
Fuck
was
it.
asleep.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Irie,
Uh-huh.
did you at least get to choke them back?
Uh-uh.
You had me in like a death grip all night. How? Why am I questioning anything?
I wasn't there.
What do you mean you weren't there? Where did you go?
Outside.
Okay, could not have been while I was on watch.
I poked through your face, man.
Lear starts checking her
Hold on.
pockets to make sure that the good stuff has not been tapped into again.
You what?
I
Oh, well, this is going on.
tried to I saw you and you didn't notice me, and then I tried poking you and I poked through your face.
You were asleep on the floor
Yes.
night.
And
all night.
I was also out here.
Lear has successfully taken stock and realized that the good stuff is still all there and that Irie did most of this only on the moon. What did I put in the moonshine?
Did you put something in the
What?
moonshine?
Which moonshine did you drink? Which jug did you drink?
Wait.
You're fine. It would have affected you by now. Which jug did you drink, Irie?
I'll point to wherever.
Can I
But
do a perception check?
Yeah,
real
you can do a
quick, just for
perception check.
shits and giggles, just to make sure, we're making sure, we're trying to make sure that Irie hasn't completely lost their mind. It's gonna be a 26.
It is the swamp grape flavored moonshine that you made. So it's normal moonshine.
Okay, well that can't be it.
I was here. I was laying
Bitch,
here.
did you get possessed or some shit? What are you talking
Well,
about?
I think it was more that as if possessing my own body was kicked out of my body. And then I talked to the person who I believe is the wheel.
Wait, back up.
So it's not
Take
the
5
wheel.
steps backward.
Yes, and
Take 5 steps. Are you telling me this whole
I literally
time that
take 5
we
steps
were...
backwards.
Oh, Irie, come back. Irie, oh my god. You're mean. Just come here. I grab Irie
Okay,
and I
okay.
drag her back up. You mean to tell me that this wheel that you've been seeing every time you've gone off the deep end on a drug trip, this is a real thing that you've actually been seeing?
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Wait.
And that is the thing, or rather, the being behind this wonky ass wheel that we've been made. Oh god, I'm not gonna say who decided to start sniffling. Take it with us for however long, but that is the thing that decided to put you in a chokehold
I mean, I did
In
try to spit
spirit
on her.
form. Well, oh, of course you did.
Oh.
Well, that's the least surprising thing out of all of this, to be honest. Moving on.
I'm going to be honest, it doesn't surprise me considering
That does
how
not surprise
you
me
were
in the least.
shit talking it most
You
of the way
shit.
back.
Yeah. You spat at a spirit that choke slammed you.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that bit. I'm surprised about the will. If you were in spirit, why
I
is it on your
wasn't
neck?
lying to you.
But you, Ira, you gotta understand. Just about every time you said you seen it, you had been on drugs. You mean to tell me that you, like,
Well, that's not
projected out of
entirely
your...
true. That's like
Well-
half true.
Oh, well, you're not. That's still not helping your case. So, you, like, projected out of your own body,
Mm-hmm.
and this being visited you here in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
bitch was laughing
did
at
they
me the whole
choke?
time, and then
Did they-
I went out, and then they showed up. And to be fair, I did ask them to show up, so
Oh, so
I-
called it.
Oh, well, of course,
After
of course.
talking shit
Then
to it,
all of
and
this
then
is totally
spitting on it.
fine. The blood dripping down your neck, totally fine, because you invited it.
The
Right.
very real
Oh, I
fingerprint.
mean,
By all means, let's forget it ever happened.
I wouldn't say fine, but I mean, it was there. I guess it proved that it existed. But it wants something and will not tell me about it.
That just sounds like bad communication. Speaking of which, of bad communication, can we go kill the mayor after we figure out what the hell what Irie's talking about or what to do with this information? Just as an aside,
Yeah,
can we go kill
absolutely.
him?
We
Absolutely.
need the information out of him first. What
Do we
happens after,
have
I don't
to?
care. Yes.
Can we waterboard him then? I can pack
as
the swamp
long-
water.
You're just gonna carry
Tempting.
swamp water.
Tempting.
Waterboard him with swamp water. Lear's mad.
I think that's fitting.
As long as we get information, as long as he talks, we need to figure out what the fuck happened yesterday.
Man, I wish I knew how to still cast Apple of Slung. That would be real useful right about now. Anyways, Irie, did they? So they didn't tell you what they wanted? Take a drink out of your chalice and let's get ready to go. I don't even know anymore. What?
Mm. Did I take
I
like
don't-
points of damage from that?
No.
Okay.
Lear's just like put a band-aid on it. I guess we're just gonna leave.
Okay. Is that what you guys are gonna do? You don't want to talk anything out or anything?
Anything else that we want to talk through? Let's see.
I don't know, maybe the very real emotional damage.
Lear takes a moment to think, like, no, I think adjust the horns on the head. I think I'm good. Anyways, hey, big guy, just starts yelling at Aegis like, we're gonna go kill, well, I guess interrogate the mayor and then kill him. Are you good with that? Like, Lear's 100% trying to avoid this conversation, starts
No,
walking off, trying to find
It's
Aegis.
not sounding like you're okay.
Would just like to note, Aegis didn't hear a goddamn word any of y'all were saying. He's outside right now.
Wait, we were outside too. You were just off
Oh, I
in
thought
La La
y'all were
Land
still
all the time.
inside.
No.
Well, no,
No.
I was gonna say a while ago, but I didn't want to interrupt. Like, Aegis is just gonna be at the foot of the water, looking out at the swamp.
He's watching Puff play.
Should we?
Sure, that's what
Playing
he's
with the
doing.
dead crane, Lear knocked it upside the head.
Sure, that's what he's doing.
Not crying. Surely not.
He physically
Lear-
can't.
I know.
Is there anything here that we should take with us?
I mean, there's still more booze if you want that.
I don't think she needs more.
I mean, you
I
can
don't
do a
need
perception check.
more.
Meanwhile, Yuri's over there
Yeah.
putting as much as he can fit into his pocket.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check. Sure.
Okay.
Right
You're
ahead.
70% alcohol, not water. Alcohol.
17.
17. Okay, so you do see a couple of things. There is a small, almost pocket-sized crystal ball that
Ooh.
is covered in dust.
I'm picking that up.
Okay, it is heavy when you pick it up. Like it is, this thing could be used as a weapon.
Even better.
Hefty. There is a couple of really raggedy looking books that have definitely seen better days. The swamp air has kind of melted them at this point in time.
Ooh.
You see a few little bits of something sparkly tucked into Cobby's like jacket, and it's kind of like hanging out a little bit. And then you also see some diagrams that you're not quite sure what to make of.
I'm gonna grab the shiny and then go. Hey, Lear. What are these? What are these pictures?
You took the shiny from Cobby.
Robbery.
My way.
I'm gonna look at it. What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's
What is the shiny?
the shiny is a single gold tooth with a cavity.
Ah, cool, man. And then I'm gonna toss it back to him.
That's where that
He
went.
catches it.
Lear, what are these?
What is it referring to the diagrams?
Yeah.
Lear takes a squint, really trying to remember, because I'm sure that it's like a lot of the diagrams are like worn off and smudged in some places, taking a real second.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, this is like some of the formulas for the shit that I was trying to make where like if you drink it, it would like turn your hair blue, but then like it turned people into undead and there's a whole thing about it and I had to scrap it. I thought I burned this. That's weird. Weird just
That's
take where it rips it down and balls it up into a ball.
That's a lot for some hair dye.
Yeah, I kind of accidentally added something I shouldn't have to it. It was a pretty blue. It did work. It just had a pretty big side effect. All the
Fashion
people to
icon,
ask and
Lear.
learn about this, it's Irie. Irie's the least likely to freak out over that information.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy is kind of unfazed.
100% unfazed.
She's actually thinking far more about what specific color of blue it was than anything else.
Do you ask what shade of blue it was?
I think she thinks about it for a while and then like she'll ask like in an hour.
Okay. Can I also do like a perception check around just like
Yeah, absolutely.
/ memory check to like remember where all this shit is? Okay, so let's see. It's 24.
24. Okay, so obviously you see all those things. But you also remember that diagram that you balled up was in fact, the potion for the hair dye. But you also remember that there was another diagram next to it that was definitely your recipe for your Frankenstein monster that is dead outside that you owed money to.
I
And
quickly and very swiftly start to grab at that as well.
And while you're doing this, you do see a couple of other little odds and ends, mostly like preserved ingredients that you could bring with you to then make potions if you wanted.
I start pocketing everything and everything that I can go ahead and use for later.
Okay. Alrighty. So where are you guys headed? What do you want to do?
We're in an outbreak.
It's about to start, isn't it?
Yeah, it just finished the countdown, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool. Perfect.
Yep.
You guys have time
Yeah.
to figure out where you want to go and how you feel
need-
about Irie getting choked out.
Pinky,
I was just sitting here cackling, reading the chat.
The chat was so funny. I
Like I kept having to stop myself just to like laugh.
Mhm.
damn, sorry for being so distracting. Jeez.
I had a stroke during one of
It was
those.
so good.
I had a stroke writing one of those.
I the
just shit talking the wheel.
It's
the
really
whole
funny though because a lot of
time.
it is just definitely what Irie was saying for hours before she went to sleep.
yeah about like
Oh,
the
100%.
octagon.
You ain't
I
even
think
you
we,
ain't even a
like-
wheel, you're a busted up octagon.
Exactly.
Oh,
God.
circle
I
of
couldn't
life.
even
We're
look
like
at
in the
you.
circle of your damn
Blind
dirty
over the
lies.
I have an idea, but I don't know if I wanna do it, because it's very sad.
Oh,
What?
what's the
No,
idea?
it's okay. We need a little bit more sad. It's okay.
Okay. Well,
It's
I
a
know what to do.
character.
I know what I must do.
Oh boy.
Lear was prepared for the sad. That's why Lear already like wild shaped because it's a lot easier dealing with other people's sad than own sad.
That is
I
yeah.
know, but oh Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm like you're
I don't-
out of everybody. Yuri's like, hey, do you want to talk about your feelings?
Do you want to
Yeah.
talk
You're
about
like,
your feelings?
the fuck? No.
No.
Yuri's the most well-adjusted out of all of you. Let's be honest.
Emotional, damn.
I also really enjoyed Yuri being like, "Wait, you
Oh,
did what?" When Irie was like, "Yeah, I poked through your face, dude."
Like the fuck you mean? you
Conversation.
broke my-
Lear
I'm-
is coming to the realization that they have accidentally gaslighted Irie
Mhm.
I
so
imagine
many times.
I just imagine in the moment of Yuri being like, wait, what? Like he pressed his own hand up against his face.
Yeah.
Checking
Like,
for injuries.
what?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, no, just trying to see if it'll go through.
Huh? At this point, with
Hey,
everything
Yuri,
else,
do you know
that's
if your
going
hand
on-
is bigger than your face, you have cancer?
Oh God. By the way,
Hmm.
Oh.
your little BRB message in chat, did you have to type it out like that?
Yes, purposefully yes.
Oh, I broke character.
I had to let you know why I would be gone for a little bit.
You
all
could have
right?
just said, "Hey, I had to leave for a little bit." Like,
Hey, Megan.
What?
Like,
No.
Nah,
go use the bathroom.
nah.
Gotta shit.
Nah, gotta shit. Be right back.
Shit, BRB.
Oh,
I kept the headphones on so I could hear you guys.
Yeah, we
I'm
know.
aware.
I was cackling,
know.
I just didn't want
We
to
know.
Good. Good.
because you were still
I was
typing in
still-
chat when you did it.
Yes, I was.
And every time it's like, well,
Which reminds me, Michael, fuck you for being funnier than me and saying road rash. God damn it. I was proud of bumpies and I'm not now.
oh man, I'm sweating. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's over.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So, where are we headed?
Oh, we never decided. We just shit talked the whole time.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Well,
do you wanna do?
Obviously, we're gonna go interrogate and /torture kill the mayor is what Lear wants to do right now. Apparently, Yuri wants to do a therapy session, but Lear's ignoring that. That's not happening anytime
Re-
soon.
Real quick before the group starts conversing, would it be possible for Aegis to do something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What I need to do I want to like look around for the flattest piece of stone I can find.
No!
Okay,
Go on.
Would that be
Oh,
like a
no.
perception or like
Yeah,
a nature?
that's a perception.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I can let you do that without rolling. You can just find one.
Oh, you're gonna be nice because
I'm gonna
of
be
what
nice. I know what you're doing. I'm gonna be nice.
Okay. Yeah. So
I said we could
Aegis.
use a little bit more sad, but can I take it back now?
No.
Wait.
No.
You consented.
So Aegis is gonna grab it. Start. Cause fuck, I can't remember. Did we give? Yes, we gave Aegis claws.
Hmm.
So he's gonna start like carving something into the stone and just put it upright in the dirt and walk away. And it's a little tombstone for Kaya.
Puff waddles over and puts like some swamp flowers next to it.
Oh.
Lear's watching, like, mid, like, putting an item in their bag and just goes, oh, fucking goddamn it. It just, it's like, slowly drags her feet over and just kind of taps the stone and starts making, like, vines and, like, flowers pop out of the ground to join the swamp flowers and just, like, drags herself away, trying her best not to burst out crying again.
Irie's gonna go up to it and say, here's some blood, you vampire, and pour out my chalice.
Oh. Lear starts sniffling and just goes, bitch didn't even teach me the stupid peanut butter chocolate recipe shit that they did. So fucking mad. And Lear looks at Yuri. Do you think there's still some leftovers back at the inn?
And then I'm gonna get kind of close to it and go, I'm keeping the hat. I'm gonna take over as the vampire hunter now. Don't worry, I'll get him for you.
Oh.
Lear looks back, looks at Irie, just it looks good on you.
Oh.
Fits you well.
I'm gonna hug Lear.
Lear immediately bats Irie's hands away. No, none of that. I'm good.
No,
I'm
You're
good.
getting
No!
a hug.
No! This is like continuously trying to push Irie's hands away and failing. Trying to wiggle out.
Yuri just gently from the back pushes Lear.
Traitor!
Yeah.
No! Why would you do this? Eventually, Lear just accepts it and just just like bored stiff. Just staying there, just like, I will not cry. I am not crying. I'm done with that. I'm good. I handled it. I'm fine.
Then I
Yeah,
guess
we're all fine.
Yuri's gonna pass the
Apparently.
both of them.
Fine enough to have somebody choke you out and leave marks on you. Damn.
What are you gonna do, Yuri?
He's gonna go over to the tombstone, take a knee. He will pull out the flask, and pour a bit of the alcoholic contents inside out for just as a sort of remembrance, just as like a little pouring one out for Kaya.
Okay. All right.
Lear glares from across the field. There's a peach flavored jug in the back if you want it to refill that.
Thank you. I will go do that.
100% nothing extra added to it, and looks away.
Sure, I will leave that, but what? I'll still go get it anyways. It is okay. You can cry if you want to.
I'm not crying! I'm not gonna cry! I'm done! I'm fine!
Doesn't sound like it.
Puff is sitting in front of the grave and starts or the tombstone and starts almost singing with his bellows. It's kind of like a little melodic, sad hum.
Lear top of Amazing Grace.
Let's go.
I was just really bored one day on a Tuesday afternoon.
Puff is the bard you didn't know you had.
Oh, yeah.
All right, with everyone having done an offering and filled up their alcohol, you're all kind of standing at the exit to Lear's little compound. So, where are we going now? And Cobb's just kind of like looking at you guys.
We're going to go interrogate the mayor.
Who's that?
On an adventure.
We're on an adventure. And now Lear purposely makes sure that Yuri can't get on Puff. Make sure that Rooney is not gonna fall off and just goes into the water.
Okay. All right. So y'all heading back to the village? Is that the
Yeah.
plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose so, yep.
Yep.
Okay, okay. The village or the inn?
Oh,
Well, we gotta get to one to get to the other.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's
Oh,
I guess
different map.
if
Yeah, we just go to
if
the
we if we don't see him in the village, we'll go into the inn.
yeah.
sounds good. So you guys, oh, sorry, Kaya. So you all go into the village. And the walk back is relatively somber overall. Now why won't it let me put Lear on this map? Please, let me put, there we go. The walk back is relatively somber. Puff is carrying Rooney as you all go. And you can see the village in the distance, and Tane is coming back together for the most part. You can see more structures have been repaired in the time that you guys have been gone. And, the town is doing okay.
Okay, so how close are we to like people so far?
Not super close. You can see them in the distance.
Okay, I grab both like Irie and Yuri and go and stop them. I'm sure Aegis will notice. And then I go, so we didn't make a game plan? I'm sure we can't just straight up knock the mayor out in plain view and drag him away. What are we doing?
Well, considering that, think back for a moment before we were asked to go to Vlisk. Does anyone remember how much of a concerned look both the mayor and Clarabelle were giving each other before asking us to go to Vlisk?
Mm.
My best guess? They don't imagine we're going to be back.
That's a good point.
So,
So we need a story.
story? We don't need a story.
Mm.
We're back from a job that was supposed to kill us. That is more than enough fear for them to understand. That we might possibly understand that maybe, just maybe, Vlisk was a fucking death trap.
That is a
Kicking
good
the door
point.
in should suffice. They tried to
So
double-cross
basically,
us.
we walk in and we ask kindly, not so kindly, if they would go to the other room with us so we may speak.
Should be more
Yeah.
than enough.
And if it doesn't, I've got this right here, and I just pull out like a little spear, and it's got like some blue liquid rushing around. Guess what
dear.
I did? Guess what this is, Irene? I just look at it like it's a little tiny thing. I put the little good stuff in here. So
Well,
if we want to
always
do
an
part
option.
2, it's always an option, right?
always an option.
And I just take Iris' hand and I just put the little spear in there.
Do I need to be concerned?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just how Irie got their reputation. Nothing big at all. Nah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Nobody will be traumatized from this, surely, right, Irie?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to clarify that it literally is just the blue powder in like a little tiny glass bottle.
Okay.
It's just to slam it on the ground and hope for the best.
Okay.
And that I would also, I think this would be like the last of it. I think this is the last of the good stuff. This is all I've got. Use it wisely.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that the plan? You guys are gonna go in and kick the door in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe just casually stroll up. Hey, we're not dead.
All right. You guys, walk over to the inn. Nobody stops you, or anything. Everybody seems pretty normal to you as you walk by. But then as you enter the inn, I'm just gonna get rid of some people in here.
Is that because you have to make room for something, or you just, cleaning?
I don't know.
Just
Probably just
question.
cleaning up.
Yeah.
Just cleaning up.
I don't know. So, as you approach the inn, you can see from the outside that it's pretty empty. You do hear the voices of multiple men talking. Yuri, you recognize them as the ones that deal with the bounty requests. And you do see the mayor, like, he is sitting at one of the tables with his back to the window. So you do see him in there.
Do I catch a glimpse? I remember you pointed out that while he was sitting in one of the corners, he had like an expensive bottle of like shit tasting whiskey. Does he have that still?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see that from it? Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Can I see that for a minute?
All right.
Looks like the mayor's in.
Should technically put you guys on the outside. Yep. There we go. Ta-da! I'll put him here.
So am I kicking?
Don't actually kick.
Oh.
So disappointed. Hold on, I'm my brain is I loading screen. Hold on.
Hear dial noises.
Well, if I can't kick, I'm gonna wait for y'all to do something.
I mean, you could kick anyway. I'm just saying.
Hmm. No.
See,
No.
if you just open the door like a tiny bit and then kick, you'll kick the door open, but it won't actually kick the door down.
Yeah, and then you won't break anybody's arms. You'll be good.
And then you don't hurt children.
Plan. Yeah, you don't hurt children. I don't think there's any children in there anyways
But
right
just
now.
in case. They could
just
be
in
hiding
case.
behind the door.
I'm just gonna take a step
They
back.
could
and
always be
let
hiding
y'all-
behind the door all the time
I'm
now.
gonna take a step
Any
back and
door.
let y'all come up with a game plan before we go in.
Can I like?
I'm gonna open the door.
I was just about to say, fuck it, we roll.
And I'm gonna say,
Fuck it, we do
what
it,
the
we
fuck?
The mayor was like swishing his glass, and he just freezes and turns and looks at you. Holy shit!
Lear
I'm gonna-
walks in behind Irie and goes, "Yeah, holy shit, you fucking asshole! Now looky here, I
I'm
need
gonna-
somebody to experiment on. You got any subjects for me, huh? Since you so
I'm
gonna
widely
walk-
decide
I'm
that
gonna
I don't
walk-
exist and you want to send us off somewhere to get killed."
I'm gonna walk over to him. Is he sitting down?
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit down right next to him. I'm gonna slam my dagger into the table.
Okay. Huh,
And I'm gonna get really, really close to him. What the
I know
fuck
I don't
was that?
technically have a spell for this, but can I make like vines bust out the ground and like hold his legs onto the chair he's sitting on, please?
give me
Oh,
an
thank-
Arcana roll.
Okay.
Irie, what did you
I
say?
I said, what the fuck was that?
Yuri's gonna go and sit right across.
And Aegis is gonna stand behind Irie like a fucking stand.
Good.
I got a 24.
It works. He's like,
Yuri
you're,
takes the revolver out, puts it down on the table.
you're alive. And he kind of
Yes.
looks over. He looks over at the bounty hunter counter for assistance.
Yuri flashes the fucking meanest side eye. The evilest fucking side eye you can give to those two at the counter.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation roll with advantage.
While that's happening, Lear tilts her head sideways and looks at him and just goes, "Puff, don't let them come over here." And
Intimidation.
Puff
With advantage.
waddles over and like growls. He makes the hungry gator noise and like snaps his jaws at him a couple of times.
You know, I like to imagine that Rooney is also growling. With her
Rooney is
insect
in
head.
fact Rooney has now climbed.
unconsciously.
No, she's awake. Rooney has now
Uh-huh.
climbed off of Puff, has climbed onto a table, holding Jeremiah's head and growling while in like pounce position.
This is perfect.
Rooney's ready for a scrap.
Mhm.
Yup.
She's got the brass knuckles
Always.
on.
22.
I love this.
They are like, it's none of my business, and just like look down and start pretending to be busy.
What's the decision, gents?
What?
Start talking, Vlisk.
Clip.
You know what?
Still,
That's fair. That's fair enough. I I do think I do got another experiment that's still alive in one of my huts back at my house, and I'm sure it's real hungry.
Well, how are you?
How am I
Oh,
what?
what?
What,
Alive?
Well, yes. How are?
No, you
How?
don't need to know
Because-
how we
Oh,
live.
are we
'Cause
supposed to die
I
or
am-
something?
Hold on.
Because
You
I'm
don't
the
need to-
fucking vampire queen. Now, what the fuck was that?
How we live is none of your concern. Vrisk,
Well, we're doomed. We're so doomed. And he just kind of like puts his head in his hands.
I just bust out my scythe and I get it so very close to his neck, and I said, you have 10 seconds to explain.
Well, you see, you probably noticed the, lots of monsters.
Yeah, no
well,
shit, Sherlock.
I'm just trying to keep my town safe.
town safe. How? Sacrificing people to monsters?
Yes. If they
Oh, you
eat
didn't deny
you,
it.
then they don't come
Oh, makes
over
people honest.
here. I
So, you would rather live like a coward, like a fucking rat. Personally, I would rather die.
oh,
But we are different. You and I, we are much different.
well,
Oh, yeah,
you
very much.
live
different.
like vermin
what do
among
you
the corpses.
what do you
Don't
expect me to
play.
do? I can't
I-
go out there.
I start
I know you can't go
inching the
out there.
scythe even closer. And it's like, you still have not explained yourself fully.
You have a local lord that you could ask for help for. So why sacrifice innocent lives?
Because he ain't doing shit. No one cares about a backwater town like Tane. Not to mention, he's got his hands full with what happened in Terra Nova, and I'm just trying to keep my people safe and keep this town alive, and no one's gonna miss some adventurers.
What was that?
Nothing.
No. Say that again.
No, say it again.
With your chest this time.
Give me more of a reason to bury this blade into your neck.
Adventurers die all the time. I mean, it was always gonna be a monster one way or the other.
And when the adventures run out, what was next? The kids, the children, somebody's wife, somebody's husband?
You realize this would not last, right? Eventually, there would be no adventurers that show up. And then you would be next.
Well,
So instead of being smart,
And asking
You-
and telling
you act
everybody
like
what's
an idiot.
going on. You sent them
You-
directly to their death instead of giving them a damn chance.
you play the role of an incompetent fool. You tell yourself that you are doing whatever you can. You are actually an incompetent fool. Whoever is helping you keep this charade going will eventually have no use for you. You do realize that, right?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Regardless, this arrangement with the monsters wouldn't last.
Well, it's not exactly an arrangement. It's not like I've ever talked to them. I just...
No, but eventually you would run out of adventurers. No one would come to Tane. And then, there would be no adventurers here to save you when you beg and plead as the monsters walk all over you and eat you alive. Then whose fault
Frankly,
is that?
I think we should go ahead and do him a favor and let him get this over with right now. Can I kill him now?
No,
Damn.
not yet.
I back off a little bit.
Um, I can give you gold, and you
Okay,
can
now you
leave.
gotta let me kill him.
Money. After he
Money.
double
Yeah,
crossed
money is
us-
definitely gonna fix everything that we just went through. Yeah, that'll fix it. That'll fucking fix it.
Mer, do you take me for an idiot?
Is that a genuine question?
No, it was rhetorical.
Okay.
How the fuck did you become a mayor? You're so fucking stupid.
Um. And he just kind of like stares.
We broke him.
Clarabelle comes out of the back room and drops her tray. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit. I pick it back up and I look her dead in the eyes. You ain't safe either, bitch. Sit down.
I tried. I did try to stop him. He... And she just kind of like accepts her fate and just sits down.
Now, anything that he has not been able to fumble and stumble out of his fucking worthless piece of shit mouth, you're gonna tell us instead. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, he's just telling us that he's been sending these adventurers to die because he can't have a brain to figure out what else he could possibly do to fix this problem. Is there anything else that we need to know about this shit?
Well, Vlisk was, we don't quite know what happened to Vlisk. We just know that when the usual merchants didn't show up, that something bad had happened, and Clarissa went to investigate, and she almost died. And so we knew that nobody was coming, and a group of adventurers, I guess, stumbled upon it first, and well, they were eaten, I think. I'm not quite sure. But the farmers that saw it happen said that the monsters disappeared after, and our town hasn't been attacked. And for what it's worth, I'm glad to see that y'all are okay.
Not all of us, Clarabelle. That's the issue.
Oh. The little red-headed one.
Don't even mention it. I'm still not over it. And I point the scythe over her, at her. Now listen to me, and listen to me well. How long has this actually been going on?
She glances at Aegis, and then at the mayor, and then back at Lear. 3 years.
Where the hell has your food been coming from? If there's no damn merchants coming for this town, where's the food coming from if your harvest ain't been that great?
Well, the druids kind of abandoned Terra Nova, and we were able to get some of their crops that have some kind of weird magic on them. I'm not quite sure how it works, but we're at the end of the reserves. It's bad.
I imagine so. I put the scythe down and I just look at Yuri. All right. I still say we kill him because he's done pissed me off even more than I thought was possible. But we've got to do something about this, obviously. And apparently nobody around here knows a damn thing because nobody bothered to figure it out.
Did no one bothered to properly attempt to assess and understand and then contain this situation? However, the mayor should not die today.
Oh, thank heavens! I knew that you were a
if-
reasonable person.
He said today, bitch. Shut up.
Hold on.
I'ma slap him.
Only if he gets to watch as someone has to wipe his ass and fix the problem he could not fix himself.
Well,
Your job, Mr. Mayor, of taking care of your people, you've royally fucked it up.
no,
And now
I did my
someone-
job.
Yes, for 3 years you are now running on nothing. This was never going to last. So, you said
You said the
local
last
lord-
hope you had.
What, die?
Not
Yes.
not that we were a big hope to begin with, we'll be honest, but my god, dude, if you don't have any damn food, I'm a fucking druid, and I could have helped with your food reserves. Do you have a brain? No!
Well,
Idiot!
I didn't know that.
I was having vines pop out of the ground and tripping you in your own damn inn, and you didn't catch on that I'm a druid.
Listen,
No
it's
wonder you
not-
thought the swamp witch wasn't real when you're looking right at her.
You're not
fucking
bothering
moron.
to ask the right questions, Mr. Mayor. This local lord, you said you were supposed to have a meeting with him. You're supposed to be coming into town, whatever.
That was a lie.
When? Oh, that
Oh
was a
yeah,
lie.
oh of
Fair,
course that was a
of
lie.
course.
Yes, of course. But to say
What-
how he's gonna get into town
Listen,
if he
listen,
can't get here.
Well, you see, the word is that that whatever happened at Terra Nova, the druids all left and went to DM forgot the name of the fucking city because she hasn't
Right,
looked at the map in a hot minute.
Hold on just a second. Just time out,
To
everybody.
Ceridon.
How we feeling?
That's the what we were able to piece together. So
Right, typical nobility. Run away from problem. Usual.
yeah,
And you didn't bother to, right? You didn't bother to try and contact.
I did. That first
me
year
get-
was hard.
Unless it's just some adventurers that you sent on their way without them actually knowing what was going on to see if they just randomly would be able to get through and get a message.
Well,
Did I get that right?
We sent carrier pigeons, and we did get a response originally. But after that, there was nothing. And the response was that we had to figure it out.
Mm,
So,
didn't do a good job at that, now did you?
well, listen here.
I
did-
don't want to hear it. You really about to do this when I just had a knife upside your neck and I can do it again.
And he looks at
Do you really want to? Do you really want to fight this fight?
Miss Vampire Queen, I did my best. I really did. And I'm
Oh, you
sorry
did.
about your companion. I really, really am. Truly. And if I could do things differently, I would. Please don't kill me, Miss Vampire Queen, ma'am.
Hey, Irie.
Uh-huh.
You still have that little glass bulb I gave you.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna
Make him
pick it up.
swallow it.
I'm gonna hold it out and be like, you're gonna drink all of this. It won't kill you.
No,
I'll tell you that. It won't kill you. But you're gonna swallow all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Or we are gonna kill you.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand it to him
And
really
he-
carefully.
He downs it. And he kind of sits there for a second. Well, that's odd. And just hits the table face down. And he's not
Well,
moving.
that's that. Uh-huh. Oops.
Yuri holsters his revolver.
Clarabelle's watching this and just kind of looks at the four of you. Did y'all kill him?
Oh,
He
fuck.
lives.
Alright,
probably.
just could you check his pulse real quick?
Sure.
He
Is he alive?
He has no pulse.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyways, hey Clarabelle, guess what? You just got a promotion.
Oh shit.
Same room as always?
Help yourself. Yeah, help yourself to whatever rooms you need. Oh,
Thank you,
fuck.
sweetheart. I just start going upstairs.
Okay.
Can't help it if he's weak sauce, man. It wasn't even that strong of a dose.
All right. So Lear's gone upstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
Fuck.
A little bit anyway.
Fuck.
You'll just fucking kill that
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
He deserved
God.
it. It's fine.
Yeah.
You
Well,
deserved it. I'm gonna sit by his body and I'm gonna use the dagger to poke two little holes in his neck.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Mutilation?
I did
That's what
this.
we're doing now?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna follow Lear.
Yuri's just he's
My job here is done.
he turns to the side in his chair. He leans on the table. He's pinching the bridge of his nose. Going, oh, for fuck's sake.
To be fair, and this is something that Lear is going to say later, probably to Yuri. To be fair, didn't think it was gonna kill him. It was a small dose. It was just supposed to
Oh my
scare him.
God.
It's fine. Fine.
That was the easiest time we've ever had killing someone, so
No, it wasn't even murder like we planned. It was manslaughter. It's fine.
yeah, it's fine. You know, I can't help that he's a lightweight.
Exactly. We can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
It counteracted with all the alcohol in his system he keeps drinking. I don't fucking know. It get counteracted with that shitty wine he was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay.
Aegis is gonna grab the mayor's body and like look over at Clarabelle. And just like, I don't know. Like what I don't even know how to communicate this because just give her a look of like, what do you want me to do with him?
I And she looks over at the bounty hunter counter guys who are like staring at what just happened.
Oh, I forgot they were here.
Oh, they were listen.
They ain't gonna
Off
do
the
shit.
They plus a mean side eye, mean Yuri side. They ain't doing shit. They
Uh,
ain't doing jack.
what- I
I'm
think
watching all this go down.
I think Sarah and Hubert there will take care of it. It's okay.
Not Hubert.
Alright, well, in the hold on, is that one little side room? Oh wait, that's a bathroom. Not gonna lie, that would be kind
Oh,
of
I
funny.
accidentally clicked an ad. No, I don't need the pins. Sorry.
I guess. Well, for the time being, I guess Aegis is just gonna walk over to like the nearest door and just put him in the next room. So
Mhm.
at the very least, he's not in the center of the tavern.
Okay.
Could have just fed him the puff.
Well, he's gonna do that. Then he's gonna look over at Clarabelle and be like, "She liked you," and then just walk up to the room.
Clarabelle just starts sobbing.
Punch. Oh, that was a gut punch.
It's fine. He deserved it. Clarabelle starts crying. Yeah, okay. We got it.
Oh.
What do you mean there be consequences for our actions?
That really, like, it really, like, settles in, too, because Kaya, like, in character was, like, the one that defended the mayor the most out of everyone.
Yeah.
No, he's
Mhm.
doing a good job. He's just trying his best. And shit hurts.
All right, you guys are all upstairs. You have killed the mayor. What's next?
So it's meeting time again. So we've got. Okay. All right.
Yeah, what are we gonna do,
Yuri-
Lee Harvey?
We have not actually explained to you, like, in full detail what the fuck and where the fuck we actually came from, right? But you do know, like, we're from the past, correct?
Considering that you had no idea of the portals opening in the first place, and the general idea of things being different from how you remember, paints enough of a picture. I didn't ask about it, but I had the feeling. Just something
Okay.
wasn't right.
So, if we think back, we may or may not had our arms forced into a similar situation before, where we got coerced into going into this castle where an old king apparently was rising again, right? So we did so, and we found, I believe it was a lich. And then all of a sudden we got blasted, and then we were accidentally just eating all of Rooney's pies all of a sudden. And and then now here we are. That might have something to do with what's happening now, I'm assuming. Just a guess, though. Take that as you will. That's
possibly.
about it, the plainest I can explain what happened. There was a cult, apparently, at some point in time.
Was it cult?
There was a cult. Now that I'm remembering right, there was indeed a cult. Iris X was part of it.
They didn't worship monsters or
Yeah.
anything at all? No?
Pretty
Or
sure it was
the
the Lich. Wasn't it the Lich?
Okay, never mind. Not what I'm thinking of. Hey, no mind. Continue.
There was a dragon at some point, wasn't there? There's something about a dragon.
Uh-huh.
This is a character, by the way. Lear's 100% trying so hard to remember, but like, I don't know. I kind of went to hell that one time, so it's a little blurry for me.
Alright, as long as it didn't, never mind. Pay no mind to what I said.
The context will not help. That's about as clear as we can get it for you. That being said, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, you said we were at the house and we were originally gonna try and find the source of like the power of the portals, but like we got a little sidetracked. Should we do that again?
As much as I would like to think solving this issue would be so simple,
Should we just abandon this town at this point? I don't even know.
I would not agree so readily to up and abandon this town, considering we just killed the one in charge.
Oh, but he deserved it. It's fine.
Listen, I'm not saying I wasn't pissed off. But what I'm saying is, someone still has to be in charge, and I don't give a shit if it was him after we left.
Well, it's obviously Clarabelle.
Of course it was.
And we got Clarabelle. She at least has a smidge of empathy in her bones. Maybe it'll go better, but they do have a food problem.
Yes, they have a food problem. That monster problem won't go away. And
I
so
can't
far,
fit them
everything
all in my
points-
house.
I know you can't. Considering how big that one fucking portal was. It was just the arm.
I don't want. It was getting bigger too. That's the thing. I don't want to think about it.
The issue stands for now. They've identified at least the problem lies somewhere in Vlisk. As much as I
feel like
love
we're
to think
forgetting
about going
something.
back.
Kavi, are we forgetting something?
So shit, where's Kabi during all that?
Kavi was
we're-
watching.
He witnessed a
something.
murder.
He
He witnessed
did.
a murder.
He witnessed a
You
murder.
watched-
You know that like image of the toddler that like walks in on something they're not supposed to, and their eyes are wide. That was Kavi
Yeah,
the entire
that's what
time.
Is he still like wide-eyed like that
Yeah.
when I'm asking this question?
Well, Kabi still wants to go to Ceridon to sell his wares, but
That's right. You said that when we found. Oh, the book.
and
The book.
oh yeah, we already found a book, and that guy said something about Nova.
Like Terra Nova.
Yeah,
Terra Nova.
Wait, it's not Druid script though. Who has the book?
I do. I pull out of the bag.
I snatch it out of Yuri's hand. I start looking at it again. Can I do another perception check?
You
or
can do
Arcana
another
check or
perception.
whatever?
They're different checks.
From what I've got in notes, the title of the book is Fire, Oil, and Steel: The Ways of Ford and Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Something magical in origin, has a very heavy spiritual presence.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check, or
Okay.
like a knowledge Arcana. Is that something like it? Would that based off of Arcana? Would that work?
What are you looking for?
I am trying to sense if there's any magic or
Wait.
druid it related anything to it, basically.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Are you gonna do anything, or are you just trying to sense if there's any magic?
Well, I'm kind of like just flipping through, reading, just like overall like a whole general check, trying to find anything that's druid related, whether it's magic, language, or anything.
Okay, go for it.
21.
All right, so the book is completely unintelligible. It's written entirely in gibberish, from what you can
That's
tell.
right. It's the same thing as last
Yes.
time, but if this is from Terra Nova,
Hold
or
on.
about it,
Hold on. Let's think less in depth. The book itself is called Fire, Oil, and Steel: The Ways of Fortune Smith. There's a.
So we were gonna
Let's
bring
go.
this to Clarissa.
Yes,
so
let's go bring this to
okay.
Clarissa.
All right.
Maybe it's in a language that she understands. Hell if I know.
And then if it's not, what if we try burning the pages?
That sounds terrifying. I don't know.
I mean,
what
we've
that
done
will do.
stupider shit before.
All I'm saying is it's a whole book. We could try one page.
I will add that a part of that perception check was, yes, it is in gibberish, but there is a very strong magical presence or like magic attached to the book.
I start squinting at the book. Oh god, is this another wheel situation? I'm just like looking at it like, are you listening to me? Okay, maybe I'm losing it.
Yuri's gonna
I
take
give
it.
it back
I'm
to
gonna just-
Yuri.
Can I have the book?
Okay, I give it to Irie. Like,
I'm gonna. If it's magical, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna kind of open through it, talk, and start talking to it.
Okay.
Like, what do you say? What do you say? Will you tell me what you say?
I need to know.
We'll whatever lady from before, is this supposed to say something? Do you want me to know what this says? Do you not? This is a question for you now. I'm gonna hand it back to Yuri.
Okay, we're speaking to the air. I'm speaking to books that may or may not talk or be listening to us. There's a
Right.
presence with that book. It's starting. I feel like I'm being. It's watching us now. I think I've been hanging out with Irie too long. Let's just go see Clarissa. I need to know what's up with this book. I need to know.
I was just going to say, let's go talk to Clarissa.
Let's just go to Clarissa. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go.
Okay. All right. We will go ahead and take that ad break since you guys are going to be shifting positions at this point. Where is?
How are we feeling after an actual crash out, guys?
Yeah, that was a crash out. Wow. Look at you crashing out.
We did the thing.
I'm just happy I could.
Guys, it's the title.
I'm just
It's
happy
the
I could
title.
make people cry.
You did.
That was very that was a gut punch. It was like what, 3 words, and it was an absolute gut punch.
I was like, huh. Because the entire time I was like, he just doesn't give a fuck about the mayor's body. But he wants to interact with Clarabelle and make her feel bad.
She Liked You was really good. That honestly, that is up
good.
there in my top Aegis moments, along with
Mhm.
Tell
Real.
Them.
Hell
was
yeah,
really good.
Batman.
That was real fucking good.
It's you always have this knack of hitting like just the right like little it's a short amount of words, but they punch the fuck out of you.
I mean, I was getting frustrated on the adventure to it because I was like, fuck, how do I communicate to this bitch? What do you want me to do with your cousin's dead body?
Yeah, you did kill her cousin.
Aegis didn't do shit. Aegis stood there.
No, Aegis didn't do shit. Which is funny because everybody else crashed out except for Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If I wanted to let everyone else do it, because if I did it, Aegis would have tore his fucking head off.
Fair
Oh
enough.
god.
Mm-hmm.
Lear got really close a couple of different times. I full sent the accent too because I wanted to try and get across just how mad Lear was.
Yeah. I love the mic peaking, not of like stupid silly sounds this time, but of genuine frustration and anger.
Mhm.
It was so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is a very, very, like, character heavy session. I'm here for it.
And we love it.
We do love it. We love it.
We have to be character heavy. The load lightened last time.
Ah!
We've got to grow the characters more. They have to have more depth to make up for it.
Jesus
We need
Christ.
someone. We need someone to reproduce via parthenogenesis.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say to that.
What does one say to that?
Yeah, like how does one respond to that?
I don't know.
I don't think you do.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just trying to think of any possible way to have Maru back. Just like
God.
another character spawns.
This is spawn out of the earth.
Like we're all just sitting at like a campfire in like a short rest or something, and then we just hear. Fuck! I tried to make a pop sound with my mouth, but my lips are dry.
Drink water, bitch.
Yeah, there we go. I've been drinking water.
I'm glad you're drinking water.
Welcome back to
I'm
Mads, everybody.
trying to make the headache go away.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so you guys go to Clarissa, who is not there. She is not at her blacksmithing stand.
Oh,
We fairly
fuck.
told her
Did
to
she
leave.
actually leave town like we told her to? Uh-oh.
I mean,
We did give her
Maybe.
a lot of money.
You did give her a lot of money.
We did give her a lot of money.
are there still like the tools,
No,
the blacksmith tools? No.
Is there anything?
no. Just the forge.
Fuck!
Shit.
You know what? Good for her.
Yeah,
I
like
am
I said,
still
you
gonna
know.
suggest that okay, if the forge is still here, maybe we get working, and then we see if that does something with the book.
What, like try to make a spork to, to gain favor with
Well,
the book?
maybe
Did we ever find
maybe
out
we
if there was
burn
any
pages again.
symbols?
I'm just throwing things out there. If it says
we-
fire in the title.
Okay, one more time. Tell me the title again.
Title reads out Fire, Oil, and Steel, The Ways of the Forge and Smith.
Mhm.
Opening the book, is
What
there,
if
besides the, like, I guess the gibberish, is
Mhm.
there any, like, schematics or things, like, images of, like,
No.
whatever, like, nothing?
There are not any pictures, really, from what you can tell. Although you do see, as you're kind of flipping through, there are certain pages that you kind of see what might have been a drawing or something, but even those, like the images in the book, look like nothing.
What if
Uh.
we, instead of burning it, hold it a light like fire underneath the pages and see if that shows anything?
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I do want to take a look at it in you say it's just gibberish. Is it possible that this is in some way like a code that's figure outable? Can I do a little
You can.
I don't know what I would be rolling.
I don't know either, honestly. Okay, go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay. I do have a -1 to wisdom, so it's 18.
18. Okay, still not bad. So So you are kind of flipping through this book, and the more you're flipping through it, the more you're really kind of leaning into this like magical side of things. It's just something's nagging at you in the back of your mind that maybe there is something that you all haven't necessarily tried yet. That maybe the title is a misnomer.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna convey that information.
Huh.
This has nothing to do with the forge. Looking at it, it has nothing to do with the forge. I was just excited about the fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Evidently.
I didn't actually look at the pages, but looking at the pages, this has nothing to do with the forge.
Shit.
I'm gonna turn to Lear.
Mhm.
As our resident magic person, I'm gonna give this to you. Because I think that's what it has to do with.
It's definitely got a presence to it, and I look down at it. What can I do with this again? And I just like hold it up to my face and just
I'm gonna kind of pull myself away to like a corner, and I'm gonna pull out that little crystal ball that I grabbed,
Okay.
and I'm gonna dust it off,
Mm-hmm.
and hold it up, and just look at it.
It starts
"Do
to
you-
glow.
Got a hint for us?"
It's glowing.
It's just glowing. It's glowing what color?
Kind of like a white-ish, like general, like light kind of color, but it's a little dim at the moment.
I'm gonna go up to the book with it.
I ran out of water. I'm being real dumb right now. I'm breaking character to tell you guys. I'm being real dumb right now. My brain is dead. I can't think straight. I'm a little lost. Just a little bit.
It is how it is.
I breathe.
Yeah.
It glows a little bit brighter, and a crack
oh,
forms.
A crack forms in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask again. What do we need to look for?
The book also starts kind of glowing, almost like it's trying to connect with something.
Wait
Or
a damn minute. Give me
needs
that. Where
something?
Where did you find that? And I like hand my hand out to see the orb.
I'll hand it to you.
I start bringing it closer to the book, and I'm just looking at it and the book at the same time.
So, Lear, you remember that this crystal ball had been a paperweight for a very long time, until one day you got bored and just tossed a bunch of magic into it to see what would happen.
Oh, fucking shit. This thing was still around. Oh, your feet. Do you want this? And I'm like gesturing to the book.
Oh, it's hungry.
It's hungry. No. Let's see. It's reacting to the. Is the glow like very similar? Is it like the
Mhm.
same type of glow? Is this my book? Wait a damn minute. I know my memory's bad, but God. Can I do like a
these things?
Can I do like a memory check to like see if
Sure,
I
you can do a
recognize
memory check.
anything
Yeah.
thing about this book?
Again, Yuri and
what-
Aegis, you two are watching as your two resident mages are like holding this book and this weird glowing orb that Irie just produced out of somewhere.
Oh God, I just got a natural 20. I don't know how that's gonna help me in this situation, but I'll take it.
So it is not your book. You have no idea
not
what this
my
book
book.
is. However, you do get a sudden brain blast of, oh, maybe I should do some magic with the book.
Can I like start like pulling magic into the book to see like
Yes.
maybe okay, let's just do that. Just do
Yes.
that. Okay. I figured that this is where we were going, but I didn't want to say it in case I got wrong. I should have just said something. My brain sometimes, guys.
Yeah, I love how I'm
Slow.
included in like the resident magic people, but like literally the only magic I can do is like make my weapon a little funky.
Still
That and your
counts.
challenge.
You
That's
can
about
heal
it.
You can heal,
Okay.
so like
So,
magic.
But
Right,
like,
dude,
but like
I-
that's more with like herbs and shit.
So it would be like an
Nah.
Arcana check again, right? Do I need to roll for that for
Mhm.
this or just
Mhm.
okay? Let's see. I got a 19.
Okay. As you pour the energy into the book, you feel that presence get stronger, and you hear a very quiet voice, almost like it's cutting in mid conversation, like you're suddenly able to hear, and all of you are able to hear it. And it suddenly starts to get louder. Oh, for fuck's sake, just put a little bit of oh my God, these people are idiots. I went from cultists to idiots, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't know-
Cultist. Hey, wait a minute. Wait
the
a minute.
fuck you mean
Wait
Oh my
a
God,
minute.
wait.
Slow down. I
Gods,
can
you
hear
can
you
hear
now,
me?
bitch.
You can
What are
hear
you
me?
talking about?
You can
Yes,
hear
I
me.
can hear you.
Oh my God, you can hear me.
Yes,
All
I
of us
can hear
can.
you. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
You're the one talking out of a book.
Well, you're
Here's
the
the
one
point.
talking to a book.
You know what? That's fair.
You know, it's out of line, but right.
So books can talk back when you talk to them?
Not
No,
all
this is
books.
normal.
I'm not a book, sort of.
What are you?
Okay, then what are you?
Well,
Is
Trapped.
There, wait, hold
We'll
on.
go with
pause.
trapped.
Is there other people looking at us on the street? Because we're still in public.
Yes.
People just watching us talk to this book. Can they
Yes.
also hear the book?
You have no idea.
Okay,
they're keeping
all
their
right, moving
distance.
on.
We'll go with trapped. Yeah, trapped. We'll go with trapped.
Crap.
For how long?
Yeah, just curious.
I have no idea.
What's the first? Wait, hold on. Pause. What is your name?
Aranel? You might have, I don't know, you might have heard of me. I don't know if they still tell stories about me or not. I fought in a couple wars, killed some kings.
I'd have to search my brain for that. I'm not gonna lie. Consult my notes if you will. But
Rack my brain.
also,
Is there like a
How
is
did-
there
so you're trapped in this book, right?
Yeah,
How the fuck did you get trapped in a book? You said something about cultist?
I pissed off a wizard.
Oh, well, that's fair.
That
Everybody
sounds
does
about
that
Me
at some point
too.
in their life. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
can I
What's
is
your
there like
book?
a history check type thing?
You can do one. It's a general knowledge roll. So
Okay.
you can use your intelligence or your wisdom.
I'll
Okay.
also roll in that as well. I'd like to rack my brain.
I'm gonna keep talking to the book.
Okay.
So they were talking. The little guy that was with you and everything that found you, it said that the guys that tried to like take you and everything talking about Terra Nova. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know what a
15
Terra Nova is.
Oh fucking hell! He doesn't know anything either.
Yeah,
Do you have any?
I'd love to help you on that. I have no idea what anybody was talking about.
Oh, okay. That
I
you know
gotta-
what? That's fair. That's me on an average day apparently right now. What you got?
I got a 13.
I
Okay.
got a 15.
15. Okay, so both of you have that name strikes a very faint note in you. You do remember that there had been stories of the creation of a few different kingdoms on the continent that you all are currently residing on, that there had been a elven swordsmaster named Marinelle, and that she had fought in a war, and that she had been one of the first paladins to Zaizi, who is the Lord of Magic and Alchemy.
Did you piss off your boss by chance?
No! I pissed off
check.
an old man who... Well, quite frankly, he was a misogynistic asshole, but that's besides the point.
Well, you know what? That's fair. And look
Understandable.
what his reaction was to put you in a book of all things. I think your judgment was clear on that.
Thank you!
Oh my god. Speaking
So-
of misogynistic people,
Can you get me out?
about that? Can I? Everything's in gibberish. The only thing that we've been able to figure out so far is to figure out how to talk to you. I can continue to pour magic into this and try to fill it out, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Not that you can in this state.
Well,
Do you got? I mean, you were being toted around here for a while. Do you know anything about what's going on?
not really, sort of. I know that the guys that you got me from were trying to perform some kind of ritual sacrifice to the Tinkerer god. I assume to bring business. I don't know. Honestly, it sounds like the one guy kept talking about druids. I don't know. What's a druid?
That would be me. I'm a druid. I'm starting to get the notion that a lot of these problems, I hate to say it, there might be residing in Terra Nova. We might have to go to Terra Nova. I don't want to go to Terra Nova. I know it's been 40 years, but they might still recognize me. If they're alive, that is. They might be dead. Well, they might be dead.
I mean, the druids moved out to Terra Nova.
They did, but Lear don't want to go to jail, guys.
I mean,
Lear's got a lot of
we could
pride.
give you a disguise,
That's true.
and we can always go back to, I don't know, what was it? What was that name?
Oh yeah, I can go back to being BMO. You're right.
You can be BMO, and I can do your makeup, and you can put on a hat or something.
You just want an excuse to like mess with me more, and you touched me enough today. I don't want to be touched anymore. I don't want to
Makeover.
go. No, I don't want to make over.
Makeover.
No, I'm not part of
Girls'
this.
night.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I don't like bonding.
It's okay.
No. moving back to the book, Lear is. Can I just like continue to like try and fill out what's going on with like putting magic in and seeing?
And
If
every
that's
so
doing
often, I'm just gonna
anything?
whisper "girls' night."
Lear shudders in fear every time.
The book does not seem to be reacting anymore. I mean, you can sense Aranel's presence stronger. And she seems to still be interacting with you all, but nothing is changing in the actual book.
And then the words or anything, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'll have to keep looking into this, but like I said, don't hold your breath.
Can't hold it anyway.
Exactly. You'll be fine. All right. So there goes that lead. But it does look like a lot of things are presiding somewhere in the Terra Nova area. Maybe we should figure out what happened there. Maybe that would help. And who knows, maybe there's still some crops and stuff left that we can at least bring back to this village so they don't starve to death. Lear's looking at everybody expectantly, like, eh? Lear looks directly at Yuri going, eh?
I guess if you want to check Terra Nova.
I don't want to, but it's looking like our only option, and the only suggestion I at least got. I don't know what else to do.
To be fair, I've been racking my brain and shit out of options, so. Besides, maybe taking a slight walk in the vicinity of Vlisk.
I'd rather not.
As much as I would rather not as well. But I don't know.
I guess we can
Something's
go
off there.
back and... Well, yeah. I doubt there was any survivors, for one. And for two, if
Most
we go back,
definitely
there's a
not.
good chance that that thing will come back.
Possibly.
And I ain't losing nobody else within another week's span. Yes, that includes you. I start pointing at Aegis in the back. We're not doing that again anytime soon. So maybe we don't go back to Vlisk for the time being. Not until I at least get a handle back on my powers again, because apparently I can't cast shit no more.
Okay. Aegis, you have anything to add?
Nah.
Okay, well that is
Alright.
where we are going to end tonight's session. How are you feeling?
Hey, character heavy. We got an
Character
actual
heavy.
crash out today.
You did get an actual crash out. I'm so proud
We
of
killed
you.
someone.
And you know what else?
Yeah?
You guys have finished Arc 1.
Yeah!
Oh shit.
Goddamn.
All we had to do was commit a murder.
We did
Hey,
this
yeah.
manslaughter just a little bit.
That was not manslaughter, that was murder. There
That
was
was-
intent there.
Aw.
That was murder.
It wasn't.
It
It
just
wasn't
wasn't
intentionally.
premeditated.
We didn't mean to kill him at that moment.
Yeah.
That's when we
You-
decided not to kill him.
We yelled at multiple points that we were going to kill him.
That is
That
very
is
true. That you did. That you did.
This would not pass in a court of law.
Murder in the second degree.
You know, I feel like we could get away with it. if
I
we had
feel
the
like
right
our
lawyer.
party would
If
walk
we had a right
into a
one.
courtroom and they would immediately be like, "What in the ever-loving fuck
Mm-hmm.
am I looking at?"
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was the murder weapon? I can't. I
The
don't
good
know.
stuff.
They just called it the good stuff.
Yeah.
See, what Irie could do is we could take some of that stuff in another vial in the same amount, and I could drink it to prove that it wasn't deadly.
There's a problem though. I specifically said that was the last of the good stuff that I had
Well, we
when
can
I gave
find
it
the-
to
Other
you.
people talk.
You can
You
find
remember
what it is.
where? Will you remember where we got that stuff from? It was in the past from our good apothecary friend from the first episode.
I'll bet she's
Yeah,
still around.
She might be.
somehow.
I hope
You
so.
know?
She might be.
Well,
It's
Yeah, she's
possible.
bald now. She has an assistant named Jesse.
What was your theory that you said? I remember you said something about that. You said that you think you had a theory that that was just Lear from the future, and Lear figured out a way to get back to the
Yeah,
time.
Lear
and was
time
just
traveled.
flip-flopping,
You know, I hope so.
messing with people.
I think
and
it
It
would be a
sounds
good theory.
okay.
it sounds about right that Lear's favorite person would be Lear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
It
It's
does
facts.
make sense.
Alrighty, well, before I let the rest of stream go, I do have that announcement that I said I was going to make today. Yippee! So, for those of you in chat, we have a little bit of an event coming up next month, and this is my last stream before that officially goes public, so I thought I would let you guys know, let you in on the secret. So,
Drum roll, please.
yes, drum roll. Ta-da! May. So, for those of
It's
you,
gonna be May.
it's gonna be May. Yes. So for those of you who don't know, are not in the know, May is Fibromyalgia Awareness Month, and your girl has fibromyalgia. And so we are going to be doing a Tiltify charity campaign for the entirety of the month of May. Our next session of D&D falls under that as well. So we will have the Donathon goals here for you guys. Various rewards at these levels that we hit, but all of the money is going to go to Fibromyalgia Cares, which specializes in supporting individuals that have fibromyalgia and their support network so that they can continue to live life as best as they can and to the fullest that they can. So that will be in May. So next time you see our lovely crash outs, we will have a little QR code that you guys can scan to donate to the cause.
let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. Alrighty. Yeah, my darling crash outs, do you have anything you would like to share with the people? Any closing remarks for today's session?
I feel like all things considered, that went really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did good. We only killed one person.
We only killed one dude.
That is
Only
true.
one.
Only one.
Blood for blood.
With
Oh,
the amount
also,
of anger held in Lear's body, I'm surprised it was just one.
Clarifying question, May.
Mhm.
Irie has like punctures, right?
Yeah.
And then is it just like bruises of like where a hand would be?
Yeah, so remember she grabbed your throat, but
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was digging
Is
her
it-
nails
is it-
in, so the
Is
nails
it just bruised and like cut?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
It
okay,
looks
okay.
like like you can see the fingers, and then the puncture wounds are from where her nails like dug into your skin.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
God of wheels, more like God of freaks.
Ooh.
And Bird, we're trying to stay out of the building, but yes, we got back in the building
Back
again.
in the
We're
building.
trying.
Back in
Okay.
Building.
Yeah. All right, my friends. We are going to raid into someone. I don't know who yet, but we are going to raid into someone. Spread the love. Raid messages in chat. I will see you guys on Monday, where we will be doing South of Midnight, because I want to finish that game before we head into May, where we have a lot of crazy collabs and streams and stuff planned. So stay tuned.
Get that game.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
But wait, shit.
Like,
Does anyone remember Icar's lines?
oh god.